communicate?
Well, I think the two major things is it's mobile and it's text-based. So similar to using your cell phone for a voice call, you're contactable wherever you go, which is kind of a new development, but at the same time, it being text-based means that there's more privacy involved than if you were having a phone conversation. If you're in a public space, then that conversation can just be between you and that other person, and you know that you aren't necessarily going to interrupt someone when you send a text message in the same way that a phone call would be much more intrusive into that situation. It is a similar answer to the previous question. It allows for you to contact someone wherever they are. That mobility aspect, you're not restricted to needing to know where that person is at the time. They're very available. And again, the privacy aspect, not having to interrupt someone to have that conversation, knowing that that conversation can be private to a degree, even if you're in a public space. Those are definitely two draws, I think, of text messaging. I think it originates back in the beginnings of text messaging. Obviously, initially, people were restricted in terms of the characters that they could use in a text message and how much that text message would cost, so there was a real desire to make sure that you communicated in a very concise way. So I think people often reverted into that sort of telegraph kind of way of speaking, trying to come up with new ways of writing words and using emoticons and things like that to make their message clear rather than having to write it all out in detail. Obviously that's not so much the case now. A lot of people have unlimited text messaging in their phone plans, and so there's not so much a need for that, but I think that development has continued because people don't want to spend a lot of time on a message. It's once you already have those sort of strategies in place to make sure your message is clear in a very concise way, it's to everyone's benefit to continue using it in order to save time.